AI didn't take your job, but it's about to, and the reason has nothing to do with AI. Stay with me on this one. I went to the dentist. I asked my dentist, how's business going so far? And he told me there's a lot of angst in the dental industry. And I said to him, how so? He told me there was a battle between the dentist and the insurance company. Then he told me how the big corporations were taking over. And he felt that he was going to end up being a dinosaur. Now, while I'm at the dentist, I get a text message. And this friend of mine says, I just got fired. I gave her a response of, oh no, I'm so sorry. And I said, I'll call you back. So then when I left the dentist, I said, what happened? She told me that she didn't fit in. And I knew right there that that was one of the problems. If you don't fit in with the people you work with, that's a problem. There's a lot of collective anxiety about the workplace. The real threat right now is not AI, it's the people that are utilizing AI. In this video, I'm going to give you 4 points that are going to allow you to maintain your job longer and slingshot ahead of everybody else. And the first one is being aware that your ego has an unconscious bias towards the negative. Now, your ego's job is to keep you alive. Its job is to protect you. So imagine that my ego is a giant bouncer behind me the size of this door. Are they looking for everything that's right or wrong? Now imagine your life. Are you focusing on everything that's good or the one thing that's bad? Imagine your workplace. Same thing. The ego has a tendency to focus on what's wrong instead of what's right. It's an unconscious bias towards the negative. If you're not aware of this, this is a huge disadvantage. Awareness changes everything. The second point is understanding that your ego, whose job is to protect you, likes safety. And safety means certainty, and safety means staying in your comfort zone. Safety means it likes to have the same feelings. It likes to have the same thoughts, the same emotions. Whenever you learn something new, you have to rewire yourself. Imagine that we're in the jungle together. We make a pathway to water. After 10 years, we have this deep-rooted pathway in the jungle. We stay on the path because it's safe, because it brings us certainty. And whenever you learn something new, you have to rewire your brain. You have to make a new metaphoric pathway in your brain. And the ego doesn't like this because the ego wants certainty and the ego wants safety. Let me do it the old way, the good old days. Remember when we used to do it this way? Well, in today's world, that's not real because everything is changing nonstop. So whenever you have to go through change, what you have to do is accept that you're going to go through a period of frustration because rewiring your brain requires frustration. And the third point is to understand how to master your focus. Focus is a skill. Now imagine that you have undivided attention. The second your attention is divided, you're going in two different directions, you're losing energy. But if you have undivided attention, boom, your energy is just very, very focused like a laser. You're more efficient, more effective. If you have undivided attention, or if you have the skill of focus, you are going to be different than almost everybody. You can control your focus on walking out of your comfort zone, walking into the unknown, collecting that new experience with courage. And all three of these things are going to make you different than all the other people on the planet. But the good news is that you don't look different, you look the same. When you have the ability to change your bias to the positive instead of swinging it towards the negative unconsciously, have the ability to come out of your comfort zone regularly, and now you can control your focus because you're conscious on what you want to happen versus unconsciously on what you don't want to happen. The real threat right now is not AI, it's the people that are utilizing AI. And that's the fourth point. You want to learn to utilize AI because the people that are utilizing AI are getting so much distance between the ones that don't. But let's go back to our 3 original points. If you have a negative bias towards AI, is that going to help you with it? You have to swing that bias positive. And the second point, if you want to stay comfortable and not use it, is that going to help you be an adopter of it? No, you're going to stay behind with the people that are creating the distance. I am not a master of AI, but I do use it as much as I possibly can so that I can stay ahead in the world. I was at a meeting recently at my day job, a group meeting with our team. And I said, I wrote this PowerPoint in 2 minutes with AI. And my boss, who was a bit conservative, looked at me and said, you proud of that? And I looked at him and said, yes, I am. And I am. And my presentation was way better than anybody else's because you can take your wisdom of your years and you mix it with AI. And now you have a new type of wisdom because you have the super intelligence mixed with the wisdom of your life. And you can have creativity and you can have fun and it's going to give you more life to live, and it's going to keep you in the game so you can take care of the people you love. So if you want the free AI guide for amateurs, it's pinned in the comments below. If this content resonates with you, please like and subscribe. I hope to see you in the next video.